What's going on, guys? This is your channel TFD back again with breaking news straight from the WNBA CBA negotiation table, and trust me, this one's big. It looks like the league has officially offered the players a 30-day extension to keep those talks rolling. Yep, that's right. We're heading all the way up to New York City where things are heating up. Let's get it. Let's go. So here's what's going down. According to Alexa Filippiou from ESPN, just moments ago, reports broke that the WNBA and the Players Association are still locked in those tense negotiation rooms trying to hammer out a new collective bargaining agreement. Now, I told y'all before, I had a feeling something like this was coming. I said from the jump that there was no way the league was just going to let this thing expire without giving themselves some extra breathing room. Now, I originally thought the extension would tie back to the 2023 negotiation timeline, but apparently this 30-day window is all about pushing for a final resolution before things hit a breaking point. The deadline was set for Friday, and the clock is ticking fast. So, this new development basically gives both sides a month to find common ground before any major disruptions hit the 2026 season. Right now, this story is literally fresh off the press, and it's got fans, players, and analysts on edge. Everybody's wondering, can the WNBA and the union come together to secure the league's future, or is this just a temporary pause before a storm? Either way, we'll be watching it closely right here on TFD. Stay tuned because this one's far from over.
Like I stated, this thing has just dropped right now. Let's take a look here. It says the WNBA has offered players a 30-day extension to continue negotiations for the new collective bargaining agreement, sources told ESPN on Tuesday. An extension before the current CBA expires Friday will allow both sides more time to negotiate a new deal. Both sides agreed to a 60-day extension during the last round of CBA negotiations back in 2019. The new deal was signed in January of 2020. So back in 2019, they had a similar situation, but the only difference now is that in 2024, 2025, they've got something they didn't have back then: the buzz. The buzz they have now is something this league has never seen before. We're talking about superstar player Caitlin Clark, someone who has completely transformed the game, bringing in casual fans and making people who never watched before actually tune in. And what did they do? They hurt her. They pushed her. They went against her. And now they're at a pivotal moment because fans are leaving. The views are dropping. Just look at the content creators right now. Look at everybody's channels. I can promise you the interest isn't what it was just a few months ago. Around this time last year during the offseason, the interest in the WNBA was still high. But with everything that's happened with Caitlin Clark this year, they need this thing to keep going. They need a reset button, a reset for the attention and the popularity of this league. A lockout could seriously hurt these women from moving forward. Let's finish reading here.
Man, it says sources told ESPN that the players may be willing to consider an extension under the right circumstances, but they feel those circumstances do not yet exist. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold on, Cathy, I must have missed this whole part. It says it will also shelve concerns over a potential work stoppage, either a strike initiated by the players or a lockout initiated by the owners. WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert acknowledged during the WNBA Finals that while she was hopeful both sides would meet the October 31st deadline, we have been deadlocked in the past. So now this kind of circles back to what Adam Silver said. Adam Silver stated last week that there wasn't going to be a lockout. That's what he went on record saying. And honestly, I'm starting to believe him a little bit, bro. Just a little bit, because both sides have to agree. I said this earlier today too. I just made a video talking about how the WNBPA representative, I'm guessing the woman who communicates between the players and the owners, went on record on the Athletics No Offseason podcast. She said that ball has not started moving. Well, it looks like the ball has started moving now. And I told y'all, man, I didn't think it was going to be a lockout. And honestly, I'm still starting to feel that way after hearing this. Earlier, I might have said something different, I ain't gonna lie. But right now, I feel like they're going to figure this out, bro. They don't need any type of lockout whatsoever. And what's going to happen is, this is just my theory, they're going to have to pay these ladies something. They just have to, because the ball is in their court. They need these women. They cannot let this league die. I'm telling you what I know. This is business. They cannot lose this momentum right now. They just got over 1 million views on the finals. And Caitlyn wasn't even playing, bro. Like, what are the odds of something like that? If they go on strike or anything close to it, this league is going to be hard to make up that ground. That's all I'm saying. But let's finish reading. It says WNBA PA advisor Terry Jackson recently said on the Athletics No Offseason podcast that there will not be a new agreement by Friday. That's what I reported on early.
So if y'all haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend you go check it out. Now, here's what Adam Silver said. Adam Silver went on the Today Show and made some interesting comments. He said there will be a big increase in salaries, but he pointed to absolute numbers as the way to measure growth, not revenue share. So basically, the players are trying to get a revenue share deal, right? They want what the NBA players have. But let's keep it real. Y'all ain't getting that, bro. Not right now. You're not bringing in the same kind of money the NBA does. You're not pulling those kinds of numbers, those kinds of views, or that kind of revenue. So you can't compare the WNBA's situation to the NBA's situation. It's not the same playing field. I get it. The women deserve more. They absolutely do. But when it comes to straight up revenue share, that's a different conversation, man. It's levels to this. It's business and it's numbers. Until the league starts producing that kind of money and those kinds of ratings, it's going to be hard to get that type of deal. That's just the reality.
So, what's going on here? Man, this right here is wild. Alexa just dropped a bomb on Twitter. She said, a source said the players may be willing to consider an extension under the right circumstances, but feel those circumstances do not yet exist. Whoo, yeah. Things are definitely heating up. Like I've been telling y'all, I'm locked in watching this whole situation unfold step by step. Now, from what's being reported, the WNBA has offered players a 30-day extension to keep negotiations going. And honestly, that's a bold move. But let's be real. It feels like Cathy Engelbert is trying to save this league from going into a dark place. Because if this thing goes south and we end up with a lockout or any type of work stoppage, it's going to hurt, and I mean badly hurt, everything they've built up this past year, especially with the momentum around Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and all the new fans tuning in. Here's what I've gathered. If they don't reach a new deal by March, things get real spooky for the 2026 season. Like, we're talking serious jeopardy here, because the season starts in May. That's just a 60-day window. So if March comes and there's no deal on the table, no signatures, no progress, man, we might be staring down the barrel of no WNBA basketball in 2026. You already know it's about to be a hot topic everywhere. Creators, analysts, insiders, everybody's gonna have something to say. And trust me, I'll be right here covering every update, every leak, every tweet. So I want to hear from y'all. What do you think? Will they find common ground, or are we heading for a full-blown lockout? Drop your thoughts down below, hit that like button, turn those post notifications on, and don't forget to subscribe, because this story is just getting started.